All year you've been giving us the lowdown on what the numbers mean and what we should expect. How are we going to end 2023 with you?
So, look, I'm going to say this is my last one, so I'm very excited to have the family that I always call you. It's the last day with regards to what we get from the RBA as well. So I've brought in an interesting chart, and it'll come up in a second, to show you that yesterday's minutes actually really changed people's opinion. And that is that when I sit here this time next year, hopefully this chart is actually real. So just to run through it very quickly, I know it's a little bit weird, but the dotted line is the current cash rate at 4.35%. On the 8th of December, which was the day after the last RBA meeting, the market started to price in the idea that next year we will see rate cuts. Right. After yesterday's minutes, which is that yellowy gold line, it is now suggesting that by this time next year, the cash rate will have been cut twice.
Oh. Wow.
So that is what I want to show you there. That is to show you that it's fully priced in by July. There will be one. And by December, we will be at a cash rate of 3.8%, which would be 2 rate cuts from where we currently sit. And that means that half of 1% should come out of your home loan. Now, this is a prediction, and it's the markets. It's not the RBA, so let's put that out there very strongly.
But what's going into this then? Why are we saying this?
Yesterday's data was really important. It's the first time the RBA has said they're still absolutely fixated on inflation. Some would argue too much so. I've been one of them. But they are starting to talk about the fact that unemployment is higher than they expected, that the slowdown in the economy is faster than they expected. They don't say it implicitly, but it's there, that if you strip out migration and look at what we call per capita GDP, there's an argument that we're in recession. And so don't forget, it's not just inflation and their mandate, it is the prosperity of the Australian people and full employment. Those two can start to override the price stability of the Australian dollar, which is the other part of the mandate.
Okay,
Wow.
so when do we expect that this first rate cut will happen?
Good question. So, and the reason I say that is that it's getting interesting in the debate world of, the economists. The earliest, according to some, is March, right? So that soon. I don't think it can be that soon. There's not enough data to back a call of March.
No, well, that would mean there's only one meeting before that meeting then. You have February. We don't have one in January.
And not only that, we don't know if February's still March is actually a meeting now because they're going to go from 11 meetings to 8.
Of course they are.
So all of that is why it's a tough call. But June looks really possible. So January 31st is the last quarter's inflation for this year. If that is in the low 4s, top 3s, game on.
Okay, so possible good news for mortgage holders, but still 6 months is a long time.
Yeah, and they're talking about it as in like a tale of two stories. So January through June, July through December is almost like 2 different years in terms of what they're saying in the minute. So, and I'm of the same view, is that we are unfortunately going to have to feel that pressure at the start of next year before they take their hands off the brake and try and release. So the thing that's really hard, there was a survey that came out yesterday that showed 6 out of 10 of us now believe that we're in recession or will be in recession, that it feels like a recession. And that's exactly what it is. It is exactly that. So they will know that. We are seeing that in our spending. I mean, I know that you're already seeing that the expectation about what you put on the table next Monday has changed. So all of that means that we are changing our spending, that we are, foregoing the cherries, because cherries are now $25 a kilo. This time last year, they were $14 a kilo. All of those things have changed. And because of that, that will then impact how we look at next year. And we're already making a spending change. So the inflation story can fall much, much faster than what's forecasted.
Got anything else for us before we say goodbye and Merry Christmas and have a great holiday?
Just that, don't forget, all things come to an end. And I think what I mean by that is, getting back to my little sort of nuances, is that this will change, and it will change for the better. Try and look ahead if you can. I know that's a hard thing to say, because don't forget, this time last year was completely different to what I was talking about. And so this time next year will be the same thing. So there's always things to look forward to. And I just, all of you out there, please enjoy next Monday. It will be a day that, is much more important than worrying about what's going on in the markets and the economy and what have you.
And you're going to be back next year.
Hopefully.
With us.
I will be here.
Because you always bring something different to the couch.
I will be here. I will be here, but I'm taking some good time off.
What's going on with Brad Pitt?
So the man is now 60 years old.
What?
Ooh.
And he's worth, according to, I think it's Clio, $400 million US.
Wow.
But that's, I think the one you need to look at, though, is the one that I think, if you want to really sort of say that's incredible, is probably somebody like Reese Witherspoon. So the reason I say her is that she is an incredible entrepreneur.
Yes.
And she's now worth 1.8 billion
Whoa.
US dollars.
Is it Hello Sunshine?
She sold it.
Yeah, she sold
sold
that,
it.
right.
So, and she sold out of that, but she's got 2 new ventures that are in AI. She is incredible in terms of what she does. And
60, hey? Well, happy birthday,
Yes.
Brad.
happy birthday,
for
Brad.
Monday.
But I mean, isn't he doing the sort of Benjamin Button that he actually did in real life? The man doesn't look any older than he was when he was 20.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
We will have to meet him in real life to make that
make that
analysis.
question.
Yeah.
Guys.
Hey, Evan, thank you.
Thank you very
You're
much.
Such
Have
a
a great
treat. Thank you
Christmas,
for
Evan.
everything.
Thanks, guys.
All
Have a good
right.
one. Merry
Thank
Christmas
you.
and Happy New Year, everybody.
Thanks, Evan.